This is the Wolfram Cloud homepage. Anyone interested, you can go at wolframcloud.com. And as you can see that there are two options that you can sign in or sign up for free. So if you don't have the account yet, you can use this for free. And I've been using this for quite a while. It's okay. Unless you want to do serious calculation, then you should subscribe to a plan. Okay, after we have construct our IoT to measure the temperature and humidity, and we have it power up and connected to the Wi-Fi. Now you can actually download the data from the cloud, and the tool that we use today is called Wolfram Cloud. Okay, you can access to the cloud using the URL wolframcloud.com, and to import the data is very simple. Just use this syntax. Okay, very simple. You just call import and then put the URL in the square bracket as input, and then you hit enter. It will return the JSON format data that the IoT box that we construct send to the cloud. And from this, you can see the temperature on 19th June this year at 8:39 is 26.90, and the humidity is 76.06%. Okay, this is called JSON format. In Mathematica or Wolfram language, you can transform this, okay, using simple rules, something like if you have T, then you transfer it to time. Okay, if you have colon, transfer it to like right arrow. That's mean assigning your value. Okay, so this kind of simple code that students can copy and use, and it's very easy to understand. And then we can use is a built-in library called dataset and association with the string replace function. We can construct a table of data like this one. Okay, just 1 or 2 lines of command. Okay, really easy. The next one, because the IoT will keep sending the data at regular interval, you can actually import data for the whole day or some certain period of time using the same import function like this one. And now I create a simple URL to create to input or download the data for each day. For this one, I select to download the data on 18th of June. Okay. After we download the data, it's in JSON format. We use the same JSON rules to transform the data into the expression that understand in Wolfram language, and use dataset to make a data listed as a table. This is the result from that. You can see that the IoT sometimes can have missing value of measurement, and you give like missing data so that the student knows that the data not available at that period of time. Okay, and with this we can kind of skip or interpolation, make an interpolation of the data using the built-in time series function like this line. Okay, students can use the code, and if they are not understand any of this, they can go and study the manual or the online learning resources for this kind of function. that can be like learning on demand, something like that. Okay, and when we use the built-in library, then we can easily visualize the graph with the built-in also built-in function, the spot. And TS is the data that we actually imported and transform it into Wolfram language data form. Okay, and then we can use the built-in library to do all sorts of analysis, visualization. For example, if I want to do something like moving a map, moving average of the data, because sometimes the IoT data sensor can be very fluctuating, we can apply some form of averaging to get the uh, not so fluctuated value, and you can kind of round off the noise, or the temperature fluctuation that will interfere with the sensor. Okay, and in Wolfram language, you just type in this kind of thing. You use the built-in function, and this is the result that it gives you. Okay, so and because it's kind of analytical function tool or technology, they have provided some kind of combining analytics, so students can see that the red lines are actually the averaging over the time. Okay, and they can use this kind of visualization to combine the graphs together, so they can interpret the result very easily. Okay, and as you can see that the mean can have certain period of time that student can choose. In this case, I use 10 minutes. If anyone want to see the code more in detail, you can contact me